good evening. Hang on, I'm gonna fix my mic settings here as well, since I only did that for Kingdom Hearts yesterday. Hopefully should be a little bit better now. Alright, good evening and welcome to the beautiful introduction part 1 of Gothic 1. It is a very old game for people who don't know it, but it is part of what turned me into the gamer that I am today, so it's a game I hold very dear in my heart. Especially since I've given it so many playthroughs that I can't even count anymore. And it is a German game, but we're gonna play it with German voice acting and English subtitles, only because I think the German voiceover is just about legendary and extremely nostalgic for me, so I hope you're gonna be fine with just subtitles only and come to appreciate some German as well. Without further ado then, I do have like one save file, but we're not gonna use that. We're gonna do a fresh start. The only thing I did was like dabble around and wanted to see what crazy bugs I might find. There are even still some kind of crazy bugs which I kinda could be going to talk about, but I guess we'll figure that out as we go on. Right. So without any further ado then, let's just get started. Also, another thing, this is a game that was originally only on PC. It didn't appear on any like single console.
Das Königreich Myrtana, wieder vereint durch die Hand König Robas II.
Also, I'm sorry, but this introductory cutscene doesn't have any English subtitles, even though it's entirely in German as well. But like, I guess I'll just talk a little bit about something else then. Like, this game was only for PC, and because there was no console version, the controls for this can get a little bit funky, but they tried to do as good a job as possible for making the controls somewhat smooth. There are a few gripes I have with the controls when I've like did a few test things in that other save file.
Der Krieg mit den Orks forderte seinen Tribut.
But like, I'm gonna talk about that as well when we get into the nitty-gritty of the combat.
Der König brauchte Schwerter für seine Armeen. Und jeder, der sich eines auch noch so geringen Verbrechens schuldig gemacht hatte, wurde zur Arbeit in den Erzminen von Khorinis gezwungen. Um jede Flucht unmöglich zu machen, sandte der König die mächtigsten Magier des Reiches aus, eine magische Barriere, um das gesamte Tal zu errichten. Ich war einer der Magier.
Alright, also let me update the stream tile so people can actually see that we're playing the Switch version.
Wir waren nun selbst Gefangene der Barriere. Mehr als eine Sekunde der Unachtsamkeit brauchten die Gefangenen nicht. Khorinis war nun in den Händen der Gefangenen. Der König hatte keine Wahl. Er musste
So yeah, maybe let me explain a little bit about how the story starts. So basically, there is this prisoner colony where there are tons of prisoners, and to keep them imprisoned in this colony, there were like mages that created a magical barrier to keep them contained in there, but that spell kind of malfunctioned and the mages got trapped inside the colony with all the other people, and now no one who enters the barrier can escape it. And when the prisoners figured that out, they murdered like all the guards and took their stuff, and now it's kind of like a colony that is ruled by prisoners. So as you can imagine, living in a place like that, ruled by prisoners who have like already committed some serious crimes, is gonna be pretty much a really ruthless situation to be in. Like this prick right here, to greet us, punched us straight in the face.
Steh auf. Ich bin Diego.
Ich bin...
Mich interessiert nicht, wer du bist. Du bist neu hier. Ich kümmere mich um die Neuen. Lassen wir es vorerst dabei. Wenn du vorhast, länger zu leben, solltest du dich ein bisschen mit mir unterhalten. Ich werde dich allerdings nicht daran hindern, in dein Verderben zu rennen. Also, wie sieht's aus?
I gotta be careful not to get into the habit of skipping anything just because I know all these dialogue options. Okay, what do we need to know about this place?
Okay. Was muss ich über diesen Ort wissen?
Wir nennen es die Kolonie. Du wirst sicher schon gehört haben, dass wir hier Erz für den König fördern. Nun, zumindest wir vom alten Lager. Es gibt 3 Lager innerhalb der Barriere. Das alte Lager ist das größte von ihnen. Es war auch das erste.
How do I get to the old camp?
Wie komme ich zum alten Lager?
Du musst nur dem Weg hier folgen. Das alte Lager ist der nächste halbwegs sichere Ort von hier aus gesehen. Es treiben sich jede Menge wilder Bestien zwischen den Lagern herum. Es ist Wahnsinn, ohne Waffe zu gehen.
So where do I get a weapon?
Wo kriege ich eine Waffe her?
Wenn du an der verlassenen Mine vorbeikommst, sieh dich mal ein bisschen um. Du findest bestimmt was Brauchbares. Die Mine ist leicht zu finden. Nur ein paar Meter die Schlucht entlang.
Why did you help me?
Warum hast du mir geholfen?
Weil du Hilfe gebraucht hast. Bullet und seine Jungs hätten dich vielleicht kalt gemacht. Und das konnte ich nicht mit ansehen. Schließlich bin ich den ganzen weiten Weg gekommen, um dir einen Vorschlag zu machen.
Einen Vorschlag?
Ja. Deine Begegnung mit Bullet und seinen Jungs hat dir hoffentlich gezeigt, dass du Schutz brauchst. Jeder, der hier ankommt, wird vor eine Wahl gestellt. Es gibt 3 Lager in der Kolonie. Und einem davon wirst du dich anschließen müssen. Ich bin hier, um Neuen wie dir klarzumachen, dass sie bei uns im alten Lager am besten aufgehoben sind.
So where is this Bullet now?
Wo ist dieser Bullet jetzt?
Er und die anderen bringen die Waren aus der Außenwelt ins alte Lager. Dort kannst du ihn finden. Aber wenn du vorhast, dich mit ihm anzulegen, sei vorsichtig. Er ist ein erfahrener Kämpfer.
I have a letter from the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Ich habe einen Brief für den obersten Feuermagier.
So,
Ein Magier hat ihn mir gegeben, kurz bevor sie mich reingeworfen haben.
du kannst vom Glück sagen, dass ich mich bei den Magiern nicht mehr blicken lassen kann. Jeder andere wird dir mit Freude für diesen Brief die Kehle durchschneiden. Die Magier belohnen ihre Boten immer sehr gut. Und die meisten hier haben gar nichts, verstehst du? Wenn ich du wäre, würde ich die Schnauze halten, bis ich einen der Magier treffe. Obwohl das in deiner Lage nicht allzu wahrscheinlich ist.
Wieso nicht?
Die Magier sind in der Burg im alten Lager. Nur Gomez-Leuten ist es erlaubt, die Burg zu betreten.
Okay, so who's this Gomez?
Wer ist Gomez?
Gomez ist der oberste Erzbaron, der Boss des alten Lagers, der mächtigste Mann in der Kolonie.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
Mal angenommen, ich wollte mich seinen Leuten anschließen. Was müsste ich tun?
Am Eingang zur Burg findest du einen Mann, der Tobos heißt. Sag ihm, Diego schickt dich.
Okay.
Ah, danke für die Hilfe.
Wir sehen uns im alten Lager.
Chapter 1. Welcome to the colony. That sound and the level up sound hurts a little bit in the ears. So, with that, whoops, we're starting right into the game. As you can see, from the amount of polygons, everything looks a little bit clunky and edgy because the game is so old. But I think it really aged well, considering how old it is. And the first thing that I'm gonna do here is check this spot for any loot I can make any kind of use of, because we basically got thrown in here without absolutely nothing. And yeah, as I approach closer to this box here, you can see this bluish glow on me, which is kind of a warning that I'm really close to the barrier and I should back the heck off, because otherwise I might get struck by a thunderstrike from the barrier. Another funny thing here is you don't really have regular currency like coins or gold. They're all every merchant or any people we're gonna do any dealings with will want this magical ore that is supposed to go to the king. It's not like we're not gonna find any gold coins or anything in this game, but they're gonna be absolutely worthless. Another thing to add is you can talk to lots of people here, but only the ones that have like names are kind of interesting to talk with, because all the people who don't really have any names, like this guy is just called Guard, don't really have much interesting to say.
Was machst du hier?
Dafür sorgen, dass keiner an die Austauschstelle rankommt. Vor allem nicht die Halsabschneider aus dem neuen Lager. Du bist der Neue, den sie heute reingeworfen haben, nicht?
Sieht so aus.
Dann solltest du wissen, dass du dich vor den Typen aus dem neuen Lager in Acht nehmen musst. Ich arbeite fürs alte Lager. Genau wie alle anderen, die du an der Austauschstelle gesehen hast. Du hast schon mit Diego geredet, nehme ich an.
Yep.
Ja, hab ich.
Gut, dann weißt du ja schon Bescheid.
Why do I have to watch out for the guys from the new camp, old camp? One is washed ashore, one of the guys punched me in the face. Let's say that.
Als ich ans Ufer gespült wurde, hat mich einer von den Typen mit einem Schlag ins Gesicht begrüßt.
Das machen sie mit jedem Neuen. Sie nennen es die Taufe.
Habt ihr im alten Lager noch mehr so nette Leute?
Es gibt schon einige Schweine, aber solange du dein Schutzgeld zahlst, kann dir nichts passieren.
So a woman being sent down with the goods.
Ich habe gesehen, wie sie eine Frau zusammen mit den Waren reingeschickt haben.
Ja, die Erzbarone bekommen alles, was sie wollen.
Du meinst, der König tauscht Erz gegen Frauen?
Sie sind natürlich auch verurteilte Gefangene. Aber wenn Gomez sie nicht angefordert hätte, säßen sie in irgendwelchen Kerkern. Bin mir nicht sicher, was schlimmer ist.
I'm looking for a weapon, brother.
Ich suche eine Waffe.
Bei der verlassenen Mine weiter hinten im Canyon müsstest du alte Waffen finden. Aber mach bloß nicht den Fehler und zieh mit einer rostigen Spitzhacke in den Krieg. Die Dinger sind schwer und langsam. Ein ungeübter Kämpfer sollte sie nur im Notfall benutzen.
Okay, I don't want to get anyone use out of this
Sieh zu,
guy
dass
right
du
now.
heil zum alten Lager kommst.
Like, I don't really want to talk with every single person, only just like the most interesting ones. So the combat is really janky sometimes, especially when fighting small enemies like these meat bugs here. But thankfully I was able to get them with just a few tries. Right, we have 11 coins right here, but they have like no value. With every item you can see like its value, like this torch here has a value of 2, but the coins, as you can already see, have a value of nothing. So even though there is coins here, they are worth absolutely nothing. The only currency that counts at the colony is the magical ore. Okay, so we're gonna fight our first real enemy, so I'm gonna equip this pickaxe I picked up right here. Actually, screw that, I'm gonna go with the rusty sword instead. It's a little bit faster since it's a one-hand weapon. And yeah, we're not only poor in like the item sector, we're also a very bad fighter. But as the game progresses, we're gonna learn more experience and can actually get taught better fighting styles from teachers. which is also one of my favorite parts of the game, that there's like a constant feeling of progression by not only upgrading your main stats, but like equipping new weapons that look different. And you can also like upgrade your moveset when you meet certain thresholds with like the points you spend for them. So I'm gonna go up here to this little bit secret area. I guess most people would kind of skip it when they first start out this game. Also, another thing I'm really gonna do is picking up whatever I can find, because you can really make use of almost everything you can find here. Let's see, let me already save, because it's really easy to die in this game. And there are a few enemies here. So as we're killing enemies, you can also loot some of them, like these enemies right here have meat on them, which we're gonna need in case we take some damage, because obviously it's gonna be able to heal us. Also, considering it's such an old game, it's a little bit baffling that it doesn't really run on full 60 FPS, but it's not the worst thing for me. Like, many Switch games kinda don't really reach full 60 FPS, so for me it's not really that much bothering. And as you can see, our current fighting style is really inexperienced. Like, who would hold a one-handed sword with two hands and do swings like that? Goblins are kinda dangerous. Thankfully, this guy's still alone, so we can have a little bit of an easy time dealing with him, as long as we just keep clobbering on him. Okay, let's see. So the most important thing for me after that first level up is going to be upgrading my combat style, because with the first new combat style that I'm going to unlock, I'm going to have a much easier time taking out enemies, which means I'm gonna have a better time leveling up, which also means I have a better time upgrading my other stats, so we're gonna have a better time overall dealing with what this world is gonna throw at us. So yeah, if you've been listening to Diego somewhat closely, or rather reading his subtitles, you know that this colony has like 3 camps. And we're, like all the others who came here before us, are gonna join one of these camps. Because trying to survive on your own out here is just about madness. Like, you're gonna have to find people to rely on and work with you. And like work with them. Gain their trust and stuff. But the hilarious thing about this game is later on you can be so ridiculously overpowered that you could basically take on entire camps and just kill like every single person in these camps. So one of the funniest things is actually seeing your growth, also not only while fighting enemies, but also by being able to fight other people. Like at the end of the game, you can even just like instead of buying stuff from merchants, you can just knock out merchants and steal all their stuff instead of just shopping for the stuff you want. Okay, should I talk to these two guys? They're like hunters, and they're only gonna tell me about maybe joining the new cabin. So hang on, I'm just gonna. You're hunting, aren't you?
Ihr jagt hier, richtig?
Sieht so aus. Was willst du?
Hast du ein paar Tipps für die Jagd?
Ich könnte dir schon was beibringen, aber alles hat seinen Preis.
Und der wäre?
Für den Anfang reicht ein ordentlicher Schluck Bier. Danach sehen wir weiter.
Yeah, like no one in this game is gonna help you out of courtesy or anything.
Hier,
It's
nimm ein Bier
all
und erzähl mir
just
was über das
based
Jagen.
on transactions. Like either you do something for them or pay them up front.
Scavenger, so nennen wir die großen Vögel, greift man am besten einzeln an. Du kannst einzelne Scavenger leicht aus dem Rudel locken. Wenn du ihnen zu nahe kommst, reagieren sie gereizt. Nach einer Weile stürmen sie dann auf dich los. Du solltest zu diesem Zeitpunkt schon mit erhobener Waffe warten. Wenn du gut bist und ihn triffst, bevor er dich trifft, heißt es dranbleiben. Dann kannst du das Vieh besiegen, ohne einen Kratzer abzubekommen. Wenn es dich zuerst trifft. Nun ja, pass einfach auf, dass es dich nicht zuerst trifft.
What else can you tell me about hunting? Also, what this guy says about scavengers is very true. If you manage to get the first hit on them and just manage to keep clobbering on them, you can pretty much win that fight without even being scathed. But if they hit you, holy moly, they're just gonna keep hitting you as if their life depends on it, which it kind of does.
Was kannst du mir noch über die Jagd beibringen?
Eine ganze Menge. Aber das wird dich mehr kosten als nur ein Bier. Wenn du weißt wie, kannst du den Viechern Zähne, Haut oder Krallen abziehen. An die Sachen ist schwer ranzukommen, also sind sie wertvoll. Zumindest wird jeder Händler diese Dinge mit dir tauschen.
You're demanding a lot for your advice. Like, as you can see, I have no ore at all. Wow, that lens flare. But the reason he demands so much ore for these skills is with these skills you can also make a lot of money, so it's actually a fair price.
Hey du,
Was willst du?
dich warnen.
This guy isn't
Wenn du
even
hier
looking at me while
weitergehst, kommst du in
talking.
unser Jagdgebiet.
What do you hunt?
Was jagt ihr denn so?
Meistens Scavenger. Sie geben eine Menge Fleisch ab. Außerdem sind sie nicht so schwer zur Strecke zu bringen, wenn man weiß wie.
So? Und wie?
Frag meinen Freund Drax hier. Der weiß über solche Sachen besser Bescheid als ich.
Okay, why is this area so dangerous?
Was ist an diesem Gebiet so gefährlich?
Du bist gerade angekommen, was? In der Kolonie gibt es unterschiedlich gefährliche Gebiete. Auf den Wegen zwischen den Lagern ist es einigermaßen sicher, aber auch dort kannst du ein paar Wölfen begegnen, die dich als leichte Beute sehen werden. Und genau das bist du auch, bis du geeignete Waffen und Rüstung hast.
Thanks for your help.
Danke für die Hilfe.
Glaub bloß nicht, dass hier alle so nett zu dir sind, Kleiner. Ist zwar nicht viel zu holen bei einem Neuen, aber einige hier würden dir sogar für eine alte Spitzhacke die Seele aus dem Leib prügeln.
Werd's mir merken.
Right. That's about enough info for now. So, since I'm such a pleb, I won't be able to take on these three, or is it three scavengers at once, so I'm gonna keep my distance for now. We need to like hunt for more scavengers and level up first. Also, it really does kind of help if you save like every single kill you do, because it is really that easy to just die in this game. Especially if you don't know a lot about enemies here. Like, you can't just go up to every single random enemy and try to fight them because... Because there's like so many enemies that would simply mess you up immediately unless you've like gained some experience first, got some strong weapon or armor. But we got our first level up. Let's see. I'm saving. Oh, that scavenger in the back there is already dead. I wanted to try and kill it before the bloodfly got to it. Well, dang it. I'll be taking that meat and hopefully I'm gonna survive that. Because enemies after some time just despawn, at least their dead bodies. And I want that meat to be able to heal myself with it. Okay, gonna collect some mushrooms. Also, all of this is just simply for healing. Also, another very fun aspect about this game is just how open world it is. You can just like go explore everything you want. And kind of everywhere you look, you can actually go to, unless, of course, you run into the barrier. So there's like no artificial borders of this world map here. Like, the only border you have is the real border of the barrier. That's like gonna kill you if you move too far into it. Let's see, I'm gonna eat some meat. Alright, there's quick slots so I can eat the meat faster without having to go into that menu all the time. Okay, we got our first level up. With it, our first 10 learning points, meaning I could use that to upgrade my battle style. But... Calm down, calm down. But as I've already said, we're gonna need some money to pay for that tutoring. Sometimes it's really weird. I tried to do the side hits there, but couldn't just get it off. Like, sometimes when you get hit, it's kind of weird to just restart your combo. Like, I tried to do these side hits, but he only went for the forward slash. But we survived. Okay, since I'm such an expert on this game, I know, of course, where to get some free money. So I'm gonna go there, collect that money so we can upgrade our battle style. While we do that, we're gonna kill some more enemies to get some more experience as well. And it's like really, really cozy to just run around in this world, fighting stuff, killing stuff, leveling up, upgrading your stats. Okay, I shouldn't waste too much time though on upgrading my battle style, because then it's gonna be super easy to even get many more of these fights done without taking any damage. So yeah, before I even go into one of these camps, I'm just gonna chill outside for quite some time. Collect some free stuff like chests that are gonna be outside here that have like really cool free stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna need a lockpick because there's gonna be a chest in there and I only have a single lockpick, which means I'm gonna need to save scum if I fail opening that thing with one try. Lockpicking here is like a minigame where you have to press left and right in the correct fashion, and with that the chest is gonna open. But if you like mess up, your lockpick either kind of gets stuck or even might break, and then you're just out of luck. And the lockpick is broken. I'm gonna reload. So some people would consider this safe scamming. I just consider it whatever. Okay, we have 69 ore here. We have a withered axe, which is a little bit of a better weapon than what we have now. Only by 1 damage point though, but every single damage point counts here though. And we have a crude sword, which has a value of 100, which we could also sell for some good money. Okay, equip that axe. These enemies down here are called snappers. They're pretty late game enemies, and if I were to run into them... Oh god, he's chasing me. Like, if they run into me right now, I'm dead meat. They could probably pretty much one-shot me. Not even probably, they will definitely one-shot me. So just gonna pray he already doesn't care about me anymore and isn't gonna show up around this corner here. Okay, seems good. It's really weird sometimes what happens with the music in this port. Like sometimes it kind of just weirdly resets. Look at this guy's insane iframes. I cannot even damage him. This guy straight up two-shot at me. Well, that was a valuable learning experience. I would have definitely won that battle if not for the ridiculous iframes. Like, some enemies have ridiculous blocking animations with tons of iframes. Like you saw, I was hitting him all that time and didn't get a single damage point. Sup, dude, I'm just gonna steal your stuff and hope you don't mind. Like, some people don't really care if you pick up stuff that's lying around them, but if you touch their personal stuff, they're gonna get pissed and actually mess you up. And like, yeah, I drew my weapon, he got a little bit scared, drew his weapon as well. Like, if you're gonna wave your weapon around too long around people, they're gonna mess you up as well. I'm just gonna rob your chest here. He has a key, 4 teeth, wolfskin, torch, beer, picklock. What was that noise? Just the mole rats here? Some more meat. Oh! Dude, I've never seen one of these mole rats like go so far into his camp. How are we looking on the level up front? About 450 more and we have our second level up then. Gonna collect these healing herbs. So this is probably that guy's personal stuff. I'm just gonna pray he doesn't mind that I'm stealing it. He's probably never gonna know. Let's see, we got a free bow that I can equip. Skin of a shadow beast, value 100. That is awesome. It's gonna help us with some early starting money. Okay, I'm gonna have to lockpick this thing. We have 4 lockpicks. I'm just gonna set up a save though, since you never know. Okay, some more ore we got here. Another crude sword, which we can sell for a good price. Another withered axe, another piglog, one more firebolt. Okay, let me close this up so he doesn't know we've ever been in there. And yeah, let's just talk to him.
Hey du,
Hello? What are you doing out here?
was machst du hier draußen?
Don't need to be so on edge, brother. You can put that sword away. Where will I get a bow?
Woher bekomme ich einen Bogen?
Von mir. Ich verkaufe die besten Bögen des alten Lagers.
Okay, so
Zeig mir
this is
deine
our
Ware.
first merchant here. He has 200 ore. I don't really think I'm gonna need much more money than what I have right now, so I'm just gonna keep all my stuff for now. Can you teach me something about hunting?
Kannst du mir was über die Jagd beibringen?
Kommt drauf an. Was willst du wissen?
Sneaking, 10 skill points, bow level 1, 10 skill points. I guess nothing for now. Okay, before I move on here, I'm gonna go to the old camp to actually learn one-hand combat. Please chill. I have some respect for the goblin now that it two-shot me. There's also something so cozy about this music. Okay, saving before I go in here because these two guys might stop us.
Wo soll's denn hingehen?
Ich will ins Lager.
Du bist doch nicht hergekommen, um Ärger zu machen, oder?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp, which is true. I just want to take a look around. Sure, I plan to check on the whole camp. If I say that, he's gonna mess me up because these guys make no jokes. I don't want to lose my money, but I'd like to kind of show you. But I'm just gonna go the safe route.
Diego hat gesagt, ich soll ihn im Lager treffen.
Gut, du kannst reingehen.
Any news?
Irgendwas Neues passiert?
Nein, alles wie immer.
Cool, cool. Also, it's so hilarious how the character does the running jump. Okay, another cool thing which you can do, I have like all this raw meat right now, like 29 raw meat. I can go to this pan here and like fry that meat. And just like by button mashing A on this pan, he's just gonna bring out... He should bring out multiple meat sticks at once. And if I do that like 29 times, all of our raw meat is gonna be roasted and it got like increased healing. 5 more we have. Oh god, I'm really bad at that button mashing. God dang it. There we go. Shooby-doo. So now it's not healing 10 but 15, which at the start of the game is huge. So let's pay off friend Diego who helped us at the beginning of visit. Because he's gonna be able to help us unlock all the quests we can do, like for this camp. Oh no, right, we talked long enough with Diego, we need to speak to Thoros now. I want to work for Gomez.
Ich will für Gomez arbeiten.
Ah. Und wieso glaubst du, ist Gomez daran interessiert, dass du für ihn arbeitest?
Because Diego said you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Diego sagt, du entscheidest, wer Gomez interessiert.
Wenn Diego denkt, du taugst was, kann er sich auch mit dir rumschlagen. Ich werde dir jetzt erklären, wie das läuft. Diego wird dich auf die Probe stellen. Wenn er denkt, dass du gut genug bist, werde ich dich zu Gomez in die Burg lassen. Was dann passiert, liegt an dir, kapiert?
Ich werde mit Diego reden.
You don't look as though you'd let just about anyone into the castle.
Du siehst nicht so aus, als wenn du jeden in die Burg lassen würdest.
Nur Gomez-Leuten ist es erlaubt, die Burg zu betreten.
Wenn du meinst?
Okay, Diego told me to shut up about that letter for the High Mage because people might kill me if word got around. If I gave you a certain amount of ore, would you let me into the castle?
Würdest du mich für eine entsprechende Menge Erz in die Burg lassen?
Für eine entsprechende Menge?
Wie viel?
Nun, es müsste eine Weile dauern, das Erz zu zählen. So lange würden die Jungs am Tor und ich dann wegsehen.
Sag schon, wie viel?
1000 Brocken dürften genügen.
1000 Brocken.
Nun, du könntest dich Gomez Leuten anschließen. Dann kommst du auch in die Burg. Ganz umsonst.
So, obviously it's like possible to get these 1000 nuggets of ore to get into the castle, but it's just easier to join their people. Do you have a test for me?
Warum stellst du mich nicht auf die Probe?
So läuft das hier nicht, Kleiner. Jeder Neue, der sich hier beweisen will, braucht einen Fürsprecher. Der Fürsprecher muss einer von Gomez-Leuten sein. Er wird dich auf die Probe stellen. Und wenn du Mist baust, ist er für dich verantwortlich. So läuft das hier.
Ich halte mich darüber aus.
There must be something you want done.
Es muss doch eine Aufgabe geben, die du erledigt haben willst.
Nein, die Dinge, um die wir Gardisten uns kümmern, sind eine Nummer zu groß für dich, Kleiner. Halt dich lieber an die Prüfungen, die dein Fürsprecher dir stellen wird.
Just tell me, brother, I can do it.
Ich kann alles schaffen, was du mir aufträgst.
So, du willst also unbedingt versagen. Es gibt eine Sache, die nur von jemandem erledigt werden kann, der keiner von Gomez Leuten ist. Aber ich warne dich. Wenn du das Ding vermasselst, bekommst du mächtigen Ärger.
I'm ready.
Ich bin bereit für deine Aufgabe.
Was ich dir jetzt sage, bleibt unter uns. Und niemand außer uns beiden wird je von dieser Sache erfahren. Verstanden?
Ja,
Wir haben Ärger mit einem Typen aus dem neuen Lager. Mordrak ist sein Name. Er hat Eigentum der Erzbarone gestohlen. Es gibt viele Banditen im neuen Lager, auf die das zutrifft. Aber dieser Junge kommt in unser Lager und verkauft unsere gestohlene Ware an unsere Jungs zurück. Damit ist er eindeutig zu weit gegangen. Aber er weiß ganz genau, dass ich nichts machen kann.
warum?
Weil er unter dem Schutz der Magier steht.
Do you want me to kill the guy?
Soll ich den Kerl umbringen?
Du sollst dafür sorgen, dass ich ihn hier nie wieder sehen muss. Wie du das anstellst, ist deine Sache.
Sounds to me like the mages are your problem. Why do the mages protect that guy? Where can I find him? I'll take care of it.
Ich kümmere mich darum.
Okay, now speaking to Diego about that test, to put me under.
Hey du,
Oh, lens flare again. I've talked to Thoros.
ich habe mit Torus geredet.
Und, was sagt er?
Er will mich im Lager aufnehmen, wenn du denkst, dass ich gut genug bin.
Sieht so aus, als hätte ich einen neuen Job.
Fangen wir direkt an?
Vorher solltest du ein paar Sachen wissen.
What do I have to know?
Was muss ich wissen, um im alten Lager aufgenommen zu werden?
Wenn du aufgenommen werden willst, musst du Pluspunkte sammeln. Es gibt einige einflussreiche Leute hier im Außenring. Die meisten davon sind Schatten. Wenn du es schaffst, sie zu beeindrucken, bringt dir das Pluspunkte. Dann musst du eine Prüfung des Vertrauens ablegen. Außerdem gibt es für einen Neuen wie dich jede Menge neuer Talente zu lernen. Je mehr du lernst, desto wertvoller bist du für uns.
Who are these important people?
Wo finde ich die wichtigen Leute?
Nun, einer steht hier direkt vor dir. Dann wäre da noch Torus, den kennst du ja schon. Was die anderen betrifft, das wirst du selbst rausfinden müssen. Wenn du dazu nicht in der Lage bist, hast du hier im Lager sowieso nichts verloren. Geh einfach durch den Außenring und rede mit den Leuten. Du findest dann schon raus, an wen du dich halten musst.
Alright. Who can teach me?
Bei wem kann ich was lernen?
Für den Anfang solltest du dich an Fingers halten. Er ist der geschickteste von uns. Wenn du die Augen aufhältst, wirst du noch andere Leute finden, die dir etwas beibringen können.
Wo finde ich diesen Fingers?
Seine Hütte liegt etwas zurück, direkt an der Burgmauer, wenn du von hier zur Arena gehst. Wenn du vom Burgtor stehst, geh links runter. Da geht's Richtung Arena.
What is this test of faith?
Was ist die Prüfung des Vertrauens?
Du sollst für mich zur alten Mine gehen. Dort triffst du einen Kerl namens Ian. Er wird dir eine Liste geben. Diese Liste ist wichtig. Da steht drauf, was die Jungs in der Mine von uns brauchen. Das schicken wir ihnen dann mit dem nächsten Konvoi.
Kein Problem.
Oh doch, das ist ein Problem. Das neue Lager darf auf keinen Fall die Liste in die Finger bekommen. Wie ich schon sagte, die Liste ist wichtig. Wenn du die Sache gut machst, bringt dich das einen großen Schritt weiter.
Okay. If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Wenn die Liste so wichtig ist, wieso sollte Ian sie dann ausgerechnet mir geben?
Weil du ihm sagst, Vigo schickt.
Werd's ihm ausrichten.
That is such an annoying point. If you don't press that dialogue and go to the mine without having pressed that dialogue, you won't get that list and made the way all for nothing. So that is was super annoying to me back in the first playthroughs I did of this game. Okay, we don't need to talk about anything else right now.
Mach's gut.
I need to go to the teacher where I'm gonna increase my combat capabilities. So this prick right here is called Mud. He's super annoying. We're gonna try to not ever talk to him. Should I talk with Snaff? Not yet. You must be Fingers. I think it doesn't make much sense to talk with him because he wants me to learn a skill which is either stealing or sneaking, which is not really something I want to learn. So we're probably gonna ignore him for this playthrough. Scatty, you're the man I need. What's your job here?
Was machst du hier?
Ich kümmere mich um die Arena, organisiere die Wetten, heure neue Kämpfer an und so weiter.
Do you train fighters?
Trainierst du auch Kämpfer?
Schon, aber nicht zum Spaß. Wenn ich dich trainieren soll, musst du dafür zahlen.
One-handed sword level 1, 50 or 10 skill points. We have both. I'm gonna learn that.
Ich will besser mit Einhandwaffen umgehen können.
Gute Entscheidung. Um deine Technik zu verbessern, musst du erst einmal lernen, deine Waffe richtig zu halten. Anfänger neigen dazu, Einhandwaffen mit beiden Händen zu halten. Mit sowas fängst du am besten gar nicht erst an. Das behindert dich nur. Halt die Waffe mit einer Hand, Klinge nach oben und dann immer schön schwingen lassen. Du musst lernen, den Schwung deiner Waffe mit deinen Bewegungen in Einklang zu bringen, dann kannst du schneller zuschlagen. Wenn du dich an meine Anweisungen hältst, wirst du in Zukunft eleganter und vor allem schneller kämpfen. Ach, und noch was. Manche Treffer richten mehr Schaden an als andere. Als Anfänger hast du nur eine geringe Chance, solche kritischen Treffer zu landen. Aber je weiter du fortschreitest, desto besser wird diese Fähigkeit.
Yeah, critical hits in Gothic 1 aren't really a thing. Like, the highest percentage of a critical hit you can gain is like 10% when you're fully trained. As you can see, my one-handed sword capability now is at trained, and the crit rate is 5%. And you can only get like one-handed sword level 2, which is gonna increase
Waffe weg.
to 10%.
Da hast du noch mal Glück gehabt.
See, I was just trying to take out this meat bug, and that guy would almost start some fight with me. Like, everyone's so on edge here. Some more meat bugs here. Right, you can see now we have a different combo. I'm not holding the weapon like an absolute pleb anymore. We can actually do some sick combo with the forward slashes now, and the sideward slashes are much faster than what we're used to. Nothing in this chest. This tower here is actually free hut, which we can use as our like sleeping place. Because if you try to sleep somewhere else, people are gonna beat you up as well. Like, almost any single action you can imagine to do in this game is gonna get you beat up. Dang it. I lost 2 lockpicks. Do I want to save scum that? No. I don't like need to save scum every single lockpick. Also, some other things which are just about amazing about this game is that random people here just like
Hey, Neuer, ich bin Mordrak.
Talk to each other. Most of the characters here have full day-night cycles where they just walk certain routes and do certain stuff like at certain points of the day. Mordrak, I'm gonna get back to you later. I have more important stuff to do right now. Mordrak is actually capable of bringing us to the new camp, but I don't want to go there yet. Okay, I'm gonna do some...
Hey du, ich handle mit Sumpfkraut und Tränken aus dem Sektenlager. Willst du was?
I'm gonna take on some quests now to prove my intention of joining the old camp, but in the end I'm definitely gonna join the new camp. I wanted to join the camp.
Ich will mich dem Lager anschließen. Ich will Schatten werden.
So, du suchst eine Möglichkeit, dich zu bewähren. Gut, du kannst etwas für mich erledigen. Wenn du die Sache gut machst, lege ich ein gutes Wort bei Diego für dich ein.
Um was geht es?
Im Sektenlager gibt es einen Mann, der Kalom heißt. Ist ein ziemlich hohes Tier, einer der Gurus der Sekte. Kalom ist Alchemist. Er hat das Rezept für einen ziemlich wirkungsvollen Heiltrank. Ich will ihm das Rezept abkaufen. Dann kann ich die Dinger selber herstellen. Aber an Kalom kommt niemand ran.
Und was soll ich da machen?
Die Sektenspinner sind dauernd auf der Suche nach neuen Leuten. Du bist neu hier. Tu einfach so, als wenn du dich anwerben lassen willst. Kalom ist einer der Gurus, das heißt, er prüft die neuen Anwärter. Wenn du mit ihm in Kontakt kommst, versuch, an das Rezept zu kommen. Ob du dafür bezahlst oder nicht, ist mir egal.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
Hört sich nach einer schwierigen Sache an. Wie viel ist für mich drin?
Irgendwann wird Diego mich fragen, ob du für uns geeignet bist. Rate mal, wovon meine Antwort abhängen wird.
Maybe I'll have to pay for the recipe. Give me 50 ore in advance.
Es kann sein, dass ich das Rezept bezahlen muss. Gib mir 50 Erz als Vorschuss.
Vergiss es.
No ore, no recipe, brother.
Kein Erz, kein Rezept.
Na schön. Über das Erz können wir reden, wenn du das Rezept hast.
I want to see it now.
Nein, ich will jetzt Erz sehen. Oder du kannst dir dein Rezept selber holen.
Es gibt noch genug andere neue. Ich denke, Ich sollte den Auftrag einen von denen geben.
Fine, you go do that.
Gut, vergessen wir die Sache.
Nicht so schnell. Wollte nur wissen, wie weit du gehst. 50 Erz ist ziemlich viel für einen neuen, was denkst du?
Klingt schon besser.
Gut, gut. 50 Erzbrocken kann ich gerade noch entbehren. Enttäusch mich nicht, Kleiner.
Show me your goods.
Zeig mir deine Ware.
Ich habe hier nur den besten Stoff.
200 ore, a map, picklocks, swamp weed, and some other stuff.
Der Schläfer sei mit dir, Fremder. Ich bin hier, um dich auf den rechten Weg zu führen.
Yeah, maybe some other time. That guy is from the sect camp, and I have no interest in going there right now. Everyone's talking
Ich
to
handle
me.
mit Waren aller Art. Wenn du jemals etwas brauchen solltest, bei mir bist du richtig.
Yeah, sure, thanks. I'm just trying to go past here. Okay, Whistler, you're the guy I wanted to talk to. Because his quest is pretty easy and you don't need to do like any combat for it.
Hi, ich bin neu hier.
Was willst du von mir?
Ich will einer von euch werden. Ich will mich dem Lager anschließen.
Auf der Suche nach Fürsprechern, was? Wenn ich ein gutes Wort bei Diego für dich einlegen soll, schuldest du mir einen Gefallen.
Was ist das für ein Gefallen, den du von mir erwartest?
Ich will eine Waffe von Fisk haben. Er ist einer der Händler am Marktplatz. Er will sie mir nicht mehr verkaufen. Es ist ein Breitschwert mit Ornamenten. Ich gebe dir 100 Erz und du holst die Waffe für mich ab. Aber sag ihm nichts von mir, klar?
Did you ever consider that I might just run off with the ore? Why won't he sell the weapon to you anymore?
Warum will er dir die Waffe nicht mehr verkaufen?
Wir hatten eine kleine Meinungsverschiedenheit.
Und?
Und das ist alles, was du wissen willst.
Okay. Give me the ore, I get the thing.
Okay, her mit den 100 Erzbrocken. Ich hol das Ding.
Hier hast du sie. Komm direkt zu mir zurück.
Also, obviously, if I just take the ore and run away with it, he's gonna beat me up as well as soon as he sees me some other time. I'd like to buy a sword, something with more ornaments.
Ich will ein Schwert kaufen, aber nicht so ein einfaches Ding. Was mit Ornamenten wäre schön.
Ich hab da eins, das dir gefallen könnte. Der Schatten, der es abholen sollte, kommt nicht mehr. Kostet 110 Erz. Interessiert?
You wanted to sell it to Whistler for 100. That's obviously the worst thing you can say because then he's gonna know it's for Whistler and he's not gonna sell it to us anymore. Fine, I'll take it.
Ja, ich nehme es.
Du hast ein gutes Geschäft gemacht.
I'm gonna get these 10 ore from Whistler back though.
Zeig mir deine Ware.
Got some interesting weapons here, but I'm not gonna buy these because as with most things in this game, the best things you can get are kind of free. I have your sword. I can't get the sword. Here's your ore back. Fisk wants 110 ore for a sword now.
Fisk will jetzt 110 Erz für dein Schwert.
Und ich soll dir jetzt noch 10 Erz geben.
Ich dachte, du legst Wert auf dein Schwert.
Hier, nimm. Jetzt beeil dich.
Here you go, bro, friend.
Ich hab dein Schwert.
War ja auch nicht wirklich schwierig. Wie auch immer, eine Hand wäscht die andere. Falls Diego mich nach dir fragt, ist dir meine Stimme sicher. Bis dahin, mach's gut.
So that was 200 experience for just running around and talking with people. Fantastic. Our next level up is in about 160 experience, which we're gonna go collect now outside from some enemies. Also, as you can see, it's turned night now. And many games back then, I don't think had such an elaborate day and night cycle back then. So it's kind of like crazy with even how old the game is, how many cool features it already had. Okay, now that our combat capabilities are somewhat stronger, I'm gonna be somewhat more greedy with which enemies I'm gonna fight. Like, look at these sweet combo attacks we can do now. So much easier to take out scavengers. Slave bread, more mushrooms. Gonna collect all these. Oh, I messed up the combo. The combat gets really funky when you try to do like blocking and then attacking out of a block. But we got through that pretty good, I'd say. Dead Guard, 10 ore and Amulet of the Dead Guard. It says neck on the back, protection against weapons. Weapon protection is like one of the most valuable things you can have here. Because like regular enemies' attacks count as weapon damage. So if we're gonna fight scavengers and other enemies right now, we're gonna take a little bit less damage. Okay, we already leveled up again. Still gonna continue just running around outside here, fighting some more enemies. Okay, gotta be careful with fighting these guys because I don't want like the whole pack to approach mid once. Here we go. Collect all the meat, move on to the next one. I think if I go up to this cave here, there's like free 100 experience, because there's a guy hiding in there. The worst thing is just getting back down, because you could easily just fall from these cliffs here and die.
Was machst du denn hier? Hab nicht oft Besuch hier oben. War eine gute Leistung von dir, mein Versteck zu finden.
And what are you doing here?
Was machst du hier?
Ich hatte die Schnauze voll vom alten Lager, hatte Ärger mit Gomez Leuten. Ist aber schon eine Weile her. Schätze, jetzt kräht kein Hahn mehr danach. Aber ich bleibe hier. Im alten Lager rennen mir zu viele Schwachköpfe rum.
Okay, so he got fed up with that entire old camp and other camp thingies and just tries to survive on his own, out alone, which is kind of the worst thing you can attempt to do in the colony. But whatever, more power to him. How many lockpicks do we have? Should I try taking his stuff? Hopefully he's not gonna be mad at me.
Finger weg. Finger weg.
He says hands off, but do you really care? I mean, I guess we could
Leg
fight.
die Waffe weg. Da hast du. Ich werde dich.
He's tanky.
Ich bin zu alt für sowas.
Okay, let's just forget about that. You can keep your stuff. I mean, he's got all his food and probably drinks in there. He's gonna die if I take all that. Like, not really, he's not gonna die. People are not gonna die here if they don't eat or anything. No! That is what I meant when I said it's really dangerous to go down these cliffs again. Okay, fine, that didn't work as I hoped. Maybe we can do something like this. Okay. Should I try fighting that goblin again? Don't really see how faster combos are gonna help me with not getting two-shot. Actually, now would kind of be a good point to go to the new camp with Mordrak, because there's actually something free there that's really good. Like, you can get free armor in the new camp. And I would also kind of like want to make my way to the new camp, because I know there's another free weapon, which is going to be a huge upgrade to the one we're using right now. I'm dead. Yeah. I couldn't restart my combo. I pressed right stick so often. Okay, forget about that. Mordrak is probably gonna take care of it when we venture to the new camp together. Like, you can also get lots of free XP by simply walking to the sect camp and new camp with the people that want to bring you there, because then if they kill the enemies that are going to be on the path to these camps, you also get the experience. And that is the feature which we're going to be abusing when we're going to be playing Gothic 2, because Gothic 2 is even harder than this game. And it takes way longer until in Gothic 2 you're going to be able to fight it on your own, so we're going to have to rely... in the early game, we're going to have to rely lots of times on other people until we can start fighting on our own. Were there like still mole rats in this cave, or did I already take them out? Hello? More meat? Some healing potion? Also, it's like really funny and easy to get extremely broken in this game if you just focus on leveling up like only your strength. Since there's like no strength cap, or like there is a strength cap, but most of the beginning teachers don't have like the teaching cap for the strength for the final threshold that's like only possible in the end game. Like right now we have like 10 strength, and the max you can get from teachers is 100. But with Diego, I could already learn up to 100 strength, so there's no cap on that. And with 100 strength, you can...
Hey du, dich habe ich hier noch nie gesehen.
Das ist kein Wunder, ich bin auch erst seit kurzem da.
Dann pass gut auf dich auf. Die Welt da draußen ist ziemlich gefährlich. Nur im Lager bist du sicher.
Yeah, what a moron. I ran past him just like a quarter hour ago. Should I go to the sect camp or new camp? No, I wanted to go new camp first because we're gonna get armor there. So I'm gonna have to tell Mordrak that he has an issue and people don't want to see his face here anymore.
Hey du.
So you can either say the camp ain't big enough for both of us, obviously, which is gonna result in us fighting. But if I start with you have a problem, there's still the option for like dialogue. And he is also a merchant, but he doesn't have like any interesting stuff in my opinion. So, you have a problem, friend?
Du hast ein Problem.
Ach, und das wäre?
Es gibt Leute hier, die wollen, dass du dich hier nie wieder blicken lässt.
So. Dann sag doch den Leuten, sie sollen jemanden schicken, der ihren Willen auch durchsetzt.
Wie kommst du darauf, dass ich das nicht tue?
Weil ich denke, dass du ein schlauer Junge bist. Du wirst schnell erkennen, dass es Besseres gibt, als für Gomez zu arbeiten. Bei uns im neuen Lager können wir fähige Leute genauso gut brauchen. Und dort gibt es niemanden, der dir sagt, was du zu tun und zu lassen hast.
And if I want to join the new camp...
Und wenn ich mich dem neuen Lager anschließen wollte, könntest du mir dabei helfen.
Wenn du es wirklich ernst meinst, können wir direkt losgehen. Ich kann dich zu Laris bringen. Er ist der Kopf unserer Bande. Aber wenn du lieber versuchen willst, mich aus dem Lager zu prügeln, bitte.
Let's go to the new camp together.
Lass uns zum neuen Lager gehen.
Gut. Folge mir.
These scavengers I've beaten up on my own would actually also be killed by Mordrag. But yeah, sometimes it's just more fun fighting enemies on your own than just relying on the NPCs. In Gothic 2, we're obviously gonna have to do that way more often, so at least in this game I want to do more fighting on my own. Since here in this game you can quite fast get the necessary strength and equipment to be able to do lots of fighting on your own. I have a bow. How many arrows do I have though? 32. Also something else which I'm gonna do during this playthrough is at some point I'm just gonna start hoarding learning points like a dragon, because I want to go the mage route, and to learn the spells and everything, like you're gonna need tons of mana and lots of learning points to be able to learn about rune magic, which enables you to cast spells infinite times without having to rely on spell scrolls. But yeah, that's gonna cost...
aussterben, wenn sie mir ständig über den Weg laufen.
But that's like gonna cost tons of learning points, and these points I'm gonna start hoarding at some point. Okay, there's a wolf here, which I shouldn't try to mess with. Because as you can see, even he takes some damage from the wolf, and that wolf would probably just two or one shot me as well. Like, wolves are some really dangerous enemies in the early game. It's kind of funny though that Mordrag even... Oh god, he's stuck on the tree. Mordrag, come on. I'm gonna keep blocking so he can do the damage. Thanks for the carry. Let me just collect this stuff. Something else that's funny about this version of the game, they put 2 guards here, or like blackmailers, and if you're not with Mordrag, they're gonna try to steal all your ore, or well, not all your ore, but they want like some payment to let you through. And I try to fight these guys, but they're incredibly strong. So it was really, really weird to me. Like, why did they decide to put these two random blackmailers on this path here? But there's also something funny that they've really added, like, new content for the Switch version.
So, hier sind wir. Wenn du durch das Tor gehst, kommst du ins neue Lager. Sprich mit Laris. Er wird dir weiterhelfen. Hier, gib ihm das hier von mir. Es ist ein wertvoller Ring. Er ist deine Eintrittskarte zu Laris. Ohne guten Grund kommst du nicht zu ihm. Wenn ich mir so recht überlege, ich glaube, ich bleibe eine Weile hier. Ich habe fürs Erste genug verdient. Und im alten Lager wird's langsam heiß. Wenn du Lust hast, triff mich in der Kneipe. Das Haus direkt auf dem See. Mach's gut.
Wir sehen uns.
Okay, before I go into the camp now, I'm gonna need a little bit of a better weapon. And I know where to get a free one, so I'm gonna go grab that. Because where I intend to go in the new camp, where I want to grab the armor, there's like a wolf on that path. And since a wolf is gonna mess me up with the gear I have right now, I need like the better weapon to be able to fight it. As you can see, multiple scavengers can also be somewhat dangerous. At least if they gang up on you. Sometimes some of these night cycles just feel like an eternity, and you're not really getting much daytime out of the day. Also, I'm kind of really glad that I'm not playing the DirectX 11 PC version right now, because last time I did that, once it gets dark, it is like hella dark and I cannot really see much. At least with this version, I'm still somewhat able to see. Okay, so I'm gonna need to go over here. I'm gonna pick up a weapon that has like way more strength than what we're using right now. Like at least 16 more damage points. But I'm gonna have to run past these dangerous guys here without getting killed, hopefully. Please chill. Why are there like bubbles spawning out of my face? Okay, this might be a glitch. Like, even though this game is really old and they had like eternities to fix bugs, as you can see, there's still stuff that can go awry. But I guess for now that means we're gonna run around with bubbles coming out of our mouth. Okay, and what I've been looking for is this axe right here. Like, it only needs 12 strength points, but it's gonna boost our damage up to 29 from 13. 30 more ore, 5 arrows, 2 beers, and 2 lockpicks. So there are multiple ways right now which I could go to get these strength points I need for the weapon. I could get actually 5 free strength points I can spend my learning points, or there's even the option of boosting your main stats with like accessories. I think what I might just do is grabbing free strength points. Oh no, I can't do that. I'm gonna need the accessories, because if I want to grab the free strength points, I'm gonna have to be able to go into a certain place that I'm not gonna be able to reach without grabbing the armor. But like I said, to get the armor, I'm gonna need to be able to beat a wolf, and that is probably not gonna happen unless... Ow, my ears. They did a good job on ganging up on me. Like I said, I'm gonna need to be able to beat a wolf to get that armor. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna buy some accessory to be able to wield this new weapon. Hopefully I'm not gonna die running past these lizards here. Lizards are also freaking dangerous and not to be underestimated in the early game. Same as these blood flies. I'm gonna see if it's gonna leave me alone if I just dive deep enough. And this is kind of funny, like stuff you would see in cartoons, like bees chasing you and you just diving into the water praying the bee is gonna leave you alone. It didn't. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Go back to where it came from. We still have bubbles shooting out of our head. What the frick is that bloodfly in the back doing there? It's moving up the mountain now. Like, some of these enemies are doing really weird stuff in the Switch version here. Alright, this is New Camp. Also, 100 points missing for another level up. Let me check something. Also, that axe has like insane value, 320. So even if you just grab it to sell that thing, that is crazy good. Considering it's entirely free to grab. You only have to like know where it is.
Hast du vor, durch dieses Tor zu gehen?
Willst du mich aufhalten?
Nein, aber du solltest wissen, was dich erwartet. Es läuft hier nicht so wie im alten Lager und erst recht nicht so wie bei den Sektenspinnern.
Und wie läuft es hier?
Es gibt hier keine Gardisten oder Templer, die auf dich aufpassen. Jeder ist sich selbst der Nächste. Und die einzigen, die zusammenhalten, sind wir Söldner.
Okay,
Pass
thanks
auf deinen Rücken auf.
for the warning. God, it's so weird with the constant bubble shooting out of my head.
Hey du,
Looking for something?
hältst du nach irgendwas Ausschau?
Ich suche undichte Stellen im Damm. Ich habe den Verdacht, dass ein Lurker am Fundament des Damms nagt. Das Vieh wetzt seine Zähne und Krallen an den Steinen und Holzbalken unter Wasser. Auf diese Weise ist bald der gesamte Damm untergraben.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Kann ich dir helfen?
Klar. Halt das Vieh davon ab, weiter an meinem Damm rumzunagen.
Where is the beast?
Wo finde ich das Biest?
Ich würde auf der anderen Seite des Sees suchen. Keiner von den Leuten hier geht dahin. Wahrscheinlich hat es da seine Höhle.
Did you build the dam?
Hast du den Damm gebaut?
Ja, als wir damals das neue Lager gegründet haben, habe ich den Damm errichtet. Natürlich haben alle mitgeholfen, aber ich war der Baumeister.
Okay. Also, that guy also has a pretty cool weapon. Back in some other playthroughs, I used to beat him up and just steal his weapon, but I'm friendly now. I know the axe is a better free weapon you can grab without beating up other people, so there's that. Okay, we actually arrived at New Camp now. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be really interesting since mostly everyone is asleep right now.
Warum wächst du?
This guy right here is Kronos. He has magical rings and accessories that boost like our stats. I'm gonna try if I can see.
Ich grüße dich, Magier.
I'm gonna see if I can try to buy a ring that's gonna raise my strength here.
Deine geistige Kraft zu stärken oder dir ein paar nützliche Dinge. Was kann ich für dich tun?
Trade.
Ich möchte Schriften über Magie erwerben.
Ring of Power, Strength bonus. So he has a ring that raises my strength. It costs 160 ore. What? It says 160. Why does it say 240? Sus. Let's see, I have the skin of Shadow Beasts. Okay, we could break even like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna need that stuff later on. I guess why not do that? Okay. Equip that and get our new weapon. That's like double the damage we have now. From 13 to 29. Even though the weapon doesn't really look any different. Okay, let's see. We have 10 learning points right now, which means I could actually learn one of the best and funniest skills you can learn in Gothic. Where's the merchant that is usually sitting here? I don't know where he goes during nighttime. Rogues, just normal bandits. Bruce. Another regular bandit.
Warum wächst du mich?
Regular bandit. Buster, I need to talk to you.
Warum wächst du?
Du siehst ganz schön ungelenkig aus. Ich könnte dir helfen.
How can you help me?
Was kannst du mir beibringen?
Ich kann dir die hohe Kunst der Körperbeherrschung zeigen. Akrobatik.
I want to learn that.
Zeig mir, was du hast.
Wenn du deinen Körper beherrschst, bist du in der Lage, viel weiter zu springen. Du lernst dich richtig abzurollen und aus dem Fall heraus richtig zu landen. Aber denk daran, du bist nicht unsterblich. Auch im Kampf ist Akrobatik sehr hilfreich. Du kannst deinen Abstand zum Gegner sehr schnell verändern. Viel Glück!
Okay, so acrobatics is, he does say it's somewhat useful for fighting, but mostly it's just a really hilarious skill for quickly traversing through the world, because instead of your regular jumps now, you have this jump here, and it kind of makes it really easy with it to traverse much quicker through the world. So even though this skill is mostly just for traversal, even though it's gonna cost like 10 learning points, mostly during all of my playthroughs I just learn it to be able to quickly traverse from point A to B. Okay, now that we can move more quickly and have a better weapon, I'm gonna try to grab that armor. Scavengers should also die much more easily now, maybe in 2 hits. Yep, look at the damage. And of course, while our damage might be really good now, we should still not get too cocky with beating up higher leveled enemies, because our defense is still as garbage as we started out with. Like, the only thing that we're getting by leveled ups is more health, which only gives the impression that we're gonna survive longer, but it's still crazy amounts of damage we take from higher leveled enemies. And we're still spouting bubbles. Let me eat an apple to refill my HP. Then I'm gonna save the game and reload and see if the bubbles disappear. Whoops. That was quick save. Okay, these are still the easy enemies, but as soon as we exit this cave here, there should be a wolf chasing mole rats, which we're gonna have to take down. I mean, I could also just run past it, but I really want to take out that wolf, because he's gonna try to steal my mole rat experience. I almost died. As you can see, my health is almost completely depleted. We survived with 3 health points. I'm just gonna chug 1 essence of healing and then eat some meat. The mole rats still escaped from me though, and I guess that guard that is in the back here has... Please don't kill them, please don't kill them. That is my experience, thank you very much.
Ah, Besuch. Mach uns keinen Ärger, sonst bekommst du welchen.
I'd better get going then.
Ich gehe dann mal.
Ich hoffe, wir verstehen uns.
So as you saw, even though we could also take the wolf out in like 3 hits, it also easily overpowered us with being capable of taking us out in 3 hits as well. So the person I want to talk to here now is Swiney.
Hey du.
Which probably sounds like a way funnier name in English than in German.
Wer bist du?
Ich bin der beste Bergbauer, den diese verdammte Kolonie jemals gesehen hat, mein Junge. Ich passe auf, dass nicht die Hälfte unserer Jungs von Steinen erschlagen werden, weil sie zu dumm sind, an der richtigen Stelle zu schürfen.
I'd like to join you as a scraper.
Ich will bei euch als Schurfer mitmachen.
So? Denk bloß nicht, du kannst hier viel erwarten. Jeden Tag gibt's 3 Portionen Reis und für den Rest musst du selber sorgen. Du weißt, warum wir das hier machen? Wir machen die Arbeit, damit alle hier eines Tages wieder rausspazieren können. Das heißt, alles Erz wird abgegeben und kommt auf den großen Haufen. Und einmal im Monat kriegt jeder, der hier hart gearbeitet hat, 50 Brocken Erz zum Versaufen. Das waren auch schon die wichtigsten Sachen, die du wissen musst. Kennst du dich wenigstens mit der Arbeit aus?
Sure.
Ja. Gut, dann weißt du ja, worauf du zu achten hast. Hier ist Schutzkleidung. Eine Spitzhacke musst du dir suchen. Viel Spaß!
I didn't really listen what he said about the job, because I don't really think you can get any of that stuff he told me about, but you get this digger's dress here, which has like 10 protection against weapons and 5 protection against fire. That fire protection is basically useless because we're not going to be fighting enemies that use fire attacks for a very long time. But that 10 weapon protection is golden. Yo, Scrooge, welcome! Hope you've been well. As you can see, we're already in the middle of the Gothic playthrough. Well, not right in the middle, it's just been the first 1.5 hours. But I'm moving up in the world. Okay, so now we got somewhat good armor, we got a somewhat good weapon. I think now I'm just gonna head into the mine, grab that list from Ian. There's also the issue of that lurker that is attacking the dam, which we need to take out, but I think I might be still too much of a pleb right now to fight that. I could though. No, we only have 2 of these. If I had a few more of these spell scrolls, I might have been able to do something about that lurker. It seems to be slowly getting daytime again. So since that weapon is somewhat strong, I could actually try to fight bloodflies now, but they're still gonna hurt a lot. But I'm gonna try for a little bit. Bloodflies are like really scary enemies to fight, because they get the zoomies and circle a lot around you. And when they do that, and also gang up on you, like multiple of them are gonna attack you, it's really easy to just die against them. Oh, dang. But like, I need to kill them because they give wings. 2 pieces per kill, and that is really good stuff which you can sell and make a good buck with. Oh, that was a crit hit. Hang on, let me save. Because even though it's only 2 of them left, I just drove home from my mother and it was really bad. I was sliding back and forth because it was so slippery and glad I made it safely. Yeah, it's really dangerous outside right now. Like, I stayed in the comfiness of home office. Oh shoot, oh shoot. Okay, made it safely through there. I didn't even dare to set out with my car today. Like, I was thinking of contacting my doctor about that eternal cold that I've been dealing with. But I knew if I tried to later start to drive around, I'd fear something about the same would happen to me. But I'm glad you're still safe. That is a really scary experience. Like, I've had also multiple occasions where the car wouldn't even listen to me anymore, and I was just basically sliding off the street. Hopefully these guys are not gonna attack me.
Hey Junge, wenn du hier vorbei willst, musst du 10 Erz.
Screw you.
Dann komm noch her.
Tu das nie wieder.
I hate these pricks. As you can see, that's what I meant by these 2 being just way too overpowered to fight. Also, another really cool thing is, as you can see, we're not really flinching anymore when scavengers attack us, because if you don't take too much damage, you won't flinch from enemies anymore. Okay, some more blood flies with which you can make some good money. As you can see, I'm also saving tons now because I, of course, respect these enemies because they can so easily mess me up. Let's go! Also, that was the most difficult car ride I've ever had yet, but I'm glad that I'm home for the rest of the week. Yeah, it would be, like, for me it would be absolutely not understandable how people can deny the possibility of home office when something like that is possible. Like, do they really want to risk a co-worker dying because of the slippery streets instead of just having them work from home, if it's possible? Of course that doesn't go for anyone, because not everyone can just do home office. But like, safety should always have like the top priority. Let's see. Getting really close to leveling up again, and we're already sitting at 10 learning points. So yeah, even with that axe right here, we got ourselves a really good starting weapon with which we can most comfortably and somewhat confidently fight some really strong enemies that you wouldn't otherwise be able to fight, because having that damage value of almost 30 is already pretty good. Don't know if I might be able to take on lurkers though. Maybe just about barely. Some more blood flies. I'm gonna hope I can make some more money out of killing them. Hopefully without getting killed myself. This is what I mean by blood flies getting the zoomies. And like circling all around you. Home office is the best. Always work from home 3 days a week, lol. I wish I could say the same, but for us it's only like 2 days allowed. Like, I'm not gonna immediately get the boot if I do like 3 days. But if it becomes too much, I'm gonna have, I'm gonna get a little warning with, like, come on, 2 days are usually what is the fixed rule for us, and I mostly try to keep it 2 days. But like I said, for us it would also be the case, like, if I say it's just too dangerous to drive, they would immediately understand and no one would say anything against that. Okay. Forget about fighting lurkers. Lurkers are still too strong, it seems. So I'm gonna peace out. 24. There is a merchant in the mine that has like a flip ton of ore. So I might just go to the sec camp first, because there's a mission where I'm gonna have to take out a lot of blood flies, which would net me a lot of wings. And then I can get like all the cash from that merchant in the mine. Level up. Cool. Dang it. Still got hit twice there. Like, my dream would somewhat be like finding a full remote job where I can just work from home all the time. I guess it's also for you especially wonderful to work from home, because then you can also care like for your pets at home. I mean, I know that there's like a ton of negative stigma surrounding home office, but really, so many people have kind of like, yeah, care as if they need you. I know there's so much negative stigma around home office, but there's like so many people already proving to be able to fully do the work that's like expected from them from home. Like even my senior that I work with also is like only fully in home office. I'm gonna die. Okay, this could have gone south, but we survived. I'm gonna have to go back to the colony, fry all that raw meat. Okay, is there anything in here? Nothing. Okay, I'm still gonna continue murdering stuff out here to level up. Before we're gonna continue to do the quests of the camps. When a cat decides to lie on my keyboard and hide in my work, it's fun. And I guess if you're doing like meetings with your colleagues, it would also just put smiles on everyone's faces if like a cat passes the camera. Depending if you're working with good colleagues. Because I could also wager that there's like some grumpy people who would just say, "Get that dang cat out of the meeting. We're talking about most important stuff here." But then again, would you really want to work with people like that? You have no idea about what? Did I hit the nail on the head about people freaking out about cute cats waving their fur around in front of the camera? Ah, okay, okay. I mean, who wouldn't? Like, seriously, who wouldn't? Okay, I know these guys are probably gonna freak out if I'm gonna steal their stuff, so I'm gonna leave them be. Like, seriously, unless you hate animals or have, like, no sympathy, empathy, whatever for animals. Oh no. Dang it. Oh my god. Yeah, as I was saying, if you have like no sympathy or like empathy for animals, then I would absolutely take breaks during meetings just for simple cat appreciation. If someone if a cat crosses the camera space. Also, like I said, I playtested Gothic 1, and bloodflies, the first time I tried to fight them, have been such insane enemies to me that I actually went into the settings here and went into controls and set the horizontal right stick sensitivity up to the max to actually keep up with all their circling. Yeah, people who hate enemies have no soul. Like, I was just thinking about that Squidward meme when coming up with the comparison of... Like, imagine getting mad that a cat would disturb a meeting. Like, I remember there's even clips on the web where, like, famous politicians or news anchor man, woman, were like spooked in their home offices by their cat. And even they didn't freak out or anything. We're on a real killing spree right now. Just running around and murdering everything we can find. Oh no, 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 snapper. Okay, take out the scavenger before the wolf get to it first. Don't mess with the wolf, though, because here in the forest, wolves are never alone. They come in packs, and you don't want to mess with wolf packs. Oh my god! I'm dead. God dang it. My last save is so far away. No way. Okay, just don't trigger the snapper now. Fall? No, 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 no. Oh my. Go away! There's more wolf here. Are these two by themselves, though? If there's only these two, I might be able to take them on. God, that E-jump is so scary. I'm running out of meat. Hang on, I'm just gonna slot the other meat. Because I'm kind of too lazy right now to go roast the raw meat I have right now. At least not until I've killed a few more enemies here. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Insane buzzing in my ear. Like at some point you just want to think, is it even worth it killing these enemies? It despawned! My wings! Oh my god, it's right in the mountain there. And I cannot target it anymore. Well, whatever, 2 wings lost, I guess. Like, at some point you want to think if it's even worth it to kill the enemies outside here when taking so much damage. But I guess I still have these 100 meat sticks, so I can still be somewhat careless about my healing resources. And it's raining now. Also kind of funny to me, you would think that from a wolf you can also gather meat, but that is not the case in Gothic 1. But then again, in Gothic 2 they did add meat to the basic wolf loot. So yeah, maybe they realized how weird it is that you can just collect no meat from a wolf. Be careful. It is really good though if I... Ouch. Just stay on the bridge here, they have a harder time hitting me and I can get the jump on them more easily. Dude, we have so many wings right now. Like 44 wings. That already puts us at like 660 ore. When I'm gonna sell all that. Please only the blood fly, come here. Good. And there's like about 30 more blood flies I can kill in the sec camp for quests there. Level up, crazy. Run away because there's wolves everywhere. Like, even though it would be really nice to grab the experience from these wolves here, I can't just mess with them just because they have the sheer numbers advantage on me. We're already level 5 and sitting at 30 learning points, even though we're still slaying. Like, that is what I meant. If I were to invest all these learning points into strength now, we would be already crazily strong. And you can so easily get broken in Gothic 1 by just simply investing everything into strength. Okay, Okay, that guy did absolutely not care that I killed his friend. Hold up! Come back! Some of the enemy AI here is really weird. Go. That guy might be stuck. Appreciate it. Please don't attack me, wolf. Can I jump on that tree without dying or falling down? Insane platforming. God, everywhere I go, I just hear wolf. Okay. There's that shadow beast in the back there. Hopefully it doesn't... Okay, it's gonna try to mess up the mole rats, I guess. Can that bloodfly please come here? Run! Okay, there's one more bloodfly. God, that is so much cash we're gonna be sitting on. Holy moly. Like, I remember in some other versions, or like the very first version of Gothic, like before it got any patches or anything, bloodflies would also kind of just drop nothing. I don't know when it was patched that you could just tear out their wings. Because I think even in Gothic 2, they turned that into a skill you have to learn first. But here you can easily just get brokenly rich by simply killing all the bloodflies and then selling the wings later on. And like, you don't really need crazy amounts of money in this game. Like, if you want to do much shopping, obviously you're gonna need lots of cash. But most of the good gear or necessary gear you need, you can also get for free. If you just play a little bit smart. No. Don't even start with that. Holy moly. Can I just say how amazing it is to me that I'm getting through these fights without taking any damage? Like, bloodflies are really crazy, dangerous enemies. And being able to manage them so good now wouldn't even come to my mind when I first dabbled around with the Switch version. Okay, let's see if we can also take on these lizards here. They are a little bit weaker than lurkers, but also absolutely not to be underestimated. And I'm dead. Because if they pack up on you, it's... it's basically over. Unless they do something stupid like that. Target! Okay, we got through that. But yeah, as you can see, lizards also pretty scary. And like, these 15 weapon protection points, there's not like much more I can do to improve my armor without joining a camp. There is something that I can still do to get better armor points, which I think I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have to be able to get access into the castle then, and that means I need to be on the good side of the old camp, but that's still gonna take some more time. So yeah, let's forget about fighting lizards for now. I'm probably just gonna fight them once I have the thing that's gonna be our final armor upgrade before we join a camp. But otherwise I just feel I'm wasting too much healing items by taking so much damage from them. I don't know if it's the case for Gothic too, but I know in one Gothic game, backstepping would also kind of protect you from enemy attacks, but it kind of doesn't work here. Like just doing this and then stepping back. Like it doesn't really protect you here, but it kind of did in one Gothic game. I'm gonna have so much cash once I go into the mine. And yeah, what I told you about when I was a little bit complaining about the combat system for this Switch version is like, in the PC version you can do the guard thingy and then just like immediately attack out of guarding. I guess you can do something like that here, but in the PC version you could also cancel your guard by simply letting go of a button and then like guard for Ellie Megan, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy your time here. And like you could simply decide for yourself when to cancel the block, but here the block is like, I just tap X and then it's always the same set amount of frames or time for the animation. So I gotta plan a little bit differently than how I did it in the PC version. Okay, actually I made my whole way to the sect camp without Lester now. And not Lester, but that other guy. I want to join you. That's a total lie, by the way.
Die Bruderschaft des Schläfers hat einen Platz für jeden, der sich vom Geist des Schläfers führen lassen will. Wenn es dir wirklich ernst ist, solltest du versuchen, die Aufmerksamkeit von Baal Namib zu erregen. Er steht direkt auf dem Platz hinter dem Tor. Aber du darfst ihn nicht direkt ansprechen. Warte, bis er dich anspricht.
Right, you can also buy armor from these guys, but I don't think it's gonna be any better than what we have right now. Okay, but also I guess it's not super important coming to this place with the guy that can take me here. Oh, there's another quest though, which I should have done in the new camp before coming here though. I kind of forgot about that. Let's see, there are some things I can do here though, which is...
Hier gibt es ein Willkommensgeschenk für jeden Neuen.
Grabbing some weed from this guy.
Was hast du für mich?
Hier, nimm 3 Rollen Sumpfkraut. Es ist schwarzer Weiser. Gutes Zeug. Du kannst jeden Tag mehr davon haben. Aber wenn du mehr als deine tägliche Ration willst, musst du zahlen. Falls du auf deinem Weg zwischen den Lagern Kräuter und Beeren findest, bring sie zu mir. Ich werde sie dir abkaufen. Was willst du?
Okay, this guy just has a lot of pot. You know what? I'm just gonna sell you the daily rations you handed to me, and why don't you give me some of your ore? It's not much, but dang it, I cancelled the trade by accident. 40, 45, and accept. It's not much, but a little bit of cash doesn't hurt. Okay, there are a few things I can do here though already. Even though I'm missing the stuff that I need from the new camp.
Du siehst nicht aus wie einer, der sein Leben bereits unter die Knechtschaft der Erzbarone gestellt hat. Du siehst aus wie ein Suchender. Du siehst aus wie einer, der den wahren Glauben sucht. Spürst du nicht das Feuer in dir, das dir nachts den Schlaf raubt? Ich sehe, dass du an dem zweifelst, was dir die Knechte der Erzbarone als
one second while this guy talks his
Du
text.
weißt auch warum. Weil es Lügen sind. Es sind Lügen, mit denen sie den Geist derer beherrschen, die schwach sind. Dein Glaube ist stärker als ihre Lügen. Fühlst du nicht jeden Tag den Wunsch nach Freiheit? Fühlst du, wie er jeden Tag wächst? Er lenkt deinen Geist. Lass es geschehen. Weißt du, was du tust, wenn du ihn beherrschst? Du verleugnest deine Seele. Du verleugnest dich selbst. Hör auf, im Schatten deiner Ängste zu leben. Mach dich frei. Verstehe. Der Schläfer wird erwachen. Er wird dir die Freiheit bringen und das ganze ungläubige Pack wegschwemmen. Wie Unrat, der vom Regen weggespült wird, werden sie vom Antlitz dieser Welt verschwinden. Und sie werden klagen und jammern und bereuen. Aber dann ist es zu spät. Dann werden sie zahlen. Mit ihrem Blut und ihrem Leben.
Okay, how does this work with the gurus here? Like, to join the sect camp, you need to make a positive impression on these gurus here, and how this works is you're not allowed to talk to them unless they start talking to you, and when they've spoken to you, you're allowed to talk to them. So actually now I'm allowed to talk to him, but first I'm gonna say nothing. And as you can see, nothing happens, but in order to trigger his quest now, I need to continue talking to him.
Hey, du hast mich angesprochen. Heißt das, ich kann jetzt mit dir reden?
Ich sehe, du hast dich mit unseren Regeln vertraut gemacht. Das ist gut. Ich spüre große geistige Kraft in dir. Du kannst schon bald ein Mitglied unserer Gemeinschaft sein. Ich habe dich angesprochen, weil ich dir Gelegenheit geben will, uns deine Loyalität zu beweisen.
Okay, how can I prove my loyalty?
Wie kann ich dir meine Loyalität beweisen?
Was wir am dringendsten brauchen, sind neue Seelen, die sich unserer Gemeinschaft anschließen. Wenn du dafür sorgst, dass ein weiterer Mann unserem Lager beitritt, hast du deinen Willen, unsere Gemeinschaft zu bereichern, unter Beweis gestellt.
Okay, why are you so desperate for new members?
Wieso braucht er so dringend neue Leute?
Der Schläfer hat unserem Meister offenbart, dass er eine wichtige Nachricht für uns hat. Aber er ist noch nicht zu seiner vollen Stärke erwacht. Und so braucht er unsere Kraft, um mit uns in Kontakt treten zu können. Deswegen bereiten wir eine große Anrufung vor. Und je mehr Männer daran teilnehmen, umso eher werden wir Erfolg haben. Wenn du mehr darüber erfahren willst, geh zum großen Platz vor dem Tempelberg. Aber störe nicht den Meister bei der Meditation.
Where can I find new recruit members?
Wo kann ich neue Leute für die Bruderschaft anwerben?
Das alte Lager ist ein guter Ort dafür. Denn viele, die dort leben, sind der Angst und der Lügen überdrüssig. Sie müssen nur ein wenig unterstützt werden. Im neuen Lager wirst du wahrscheinlich weniger Glück haben. Die Männer, die dort leben, sind Barbaren.
Alrighty then. Moving on. So actually, to help this guy, we're gonna have to go all the way back to old camp, so that is not something I want to do immediately. Like I said, I'm here to slay blood flies, and before I can do that, I need to do something else, which is talk to this guy over here who's been way too overworked. How's it going?
Hi, wie sieht's aus?
Ich bin total fertig, Mann. Ich arbeite jetzt schon seit 2 Tagen ohne Pause. Harlock sollte mich längst abgelöst haben. Es ist immer dasselbe mit dem Kerl. Er liegt bestimmt noch in seiner Hütte und pennt.
Wieso gehst du da nicht zu ihm und trittst ihm ordentlich in den Hintern?
Ich kann hier nicht weg, solange Baal Orun die Aufsicht hat. Die Arbeit muss getan werden. So oder so. Aber du könntest für mich zu ihm gehen. Er wohnt unter dem Alchemielabor von Korkalon. Direkt bei Fortuno. Sag ihm, er soll seinen Hintern hier rüberschwingen.
That is a big no-no. Oh, someone actually has a hut inside a tree? Cool. No one said anything about me going in there, so that's actually maybe something I could use as my hut if I decide to join these guys here. Please. Okay. So much faster than actually going all the way around. So he said he's waiting for Harlock, which is this prick right here.
Gorem schickt mich.
Was?
I'm here to remind you that you're to take over from him. Get your arse to the wheat mashes or you'll be for it.
Schwing deinen Hintern zu den Krautstampfern. Oder es gibt Saures.
Versuch doch mal, dich mit mir anzulegen, du Penner.
Okay, fine. He asked for it. I didn't start it. I'm gonna take his stuff. And he doesn't need anything else. Well, considering he doesn't work any... He's been skipping all his shifts, it kind of explains that he doesn't have anything, because he probably doesn't have any cash as well.
Das wird dir noch leid tun.
Yeah,
Siehst du wieder
yeah.
Streit?
How do you feel now about giving your pal a break?
Na, hast du langsam Lust bekommen, deinen Freund abzulösen?
Du verdammter Mistkerl, wieso mischst du dich überhaupt in unsere Angelegenheiten?
Ich will dich einfach stampfen sehen.
Ist ja schon gut. Ich gehe ja. Mistkerl. Lass mich mal vorbei.
Alright. And there's like 4 gurus with who can like vote for you, but you only need the approval of like 3, I think. But there's also like one of them which you can absolutely lock yourself out of getting their approval, but oh no, I think you need the approval of at least 4, and there's 5 in total. And there's one which you can lock yourself out of.
Gehe zu ihnen und bring ihre gesamte Ernte zu Kalum ins Alchemielabor.
Say nothing. Because he's gonna be mad if I reply. Although maybe not, because he's already spoken to me, but yeah. This guy is actually hilarious. He's been out here for so long, he doesn't even know who he really is.
Wer bist du?
Ich bin der Guru. Ich bin der Guru des Sumpfes. Meine Diener nennen mich Baal mit Beck.
Diener? Ich sehe keine Diener.
Sie sind hier überall. Die Bäume. Sie wandern und springen und tanzen.
Ach so, na, ich gehe dann mal wieder.
Warte, du kannst mir helfen, diesen Sumpf in eine gigantische Blumenwiese zu verwandeln.
Fang am besten schon mal damit an. Ich komme dann später wieder. Ich glaube, der Kerl bringt mich nicht wirklich weiter.
Also another very unfortunate thing which you cannot do in this version of the game anymore is like in the PC version when you push the button for pulling your weapon, you could also just at any point mid-dialogue draw your weapon, which would sometimes create like really hilarious situations if people like pretend they want to mess with you and you would just push the button to draw your weapon and then you're not fighting and you could even mid-conversation just put your weapon away again. Baal Orun sent me. I'm to collect all the swamp weed.
Baal Orun schickt mich. Ich soll hier alles Sumpfkraut abholen.
Gut, dann muss ich nicht selber laufen. Hier, nimm. Vergiss nicht zu Byron auf der anderen Seite vom Sumpf zu gehen, wenn du nicht schon da warst. Sonst könnte deine Lieferung ein bisschen mickrig ausfallen und alle würden denken, du hättest die Hälfte verhökert.
Which is exactly what I intend to do. Just keep picking out, my man.
Immer tüchtig weitersammeln.
Na klar. Was denkst du denn, was ich hier mache? Mir die Eier schaukeln?
Who could I sell the weeds to anyway?
Wem sollte ich das Kraut denn schon verhökern?
Oha, ich hab dich auf Ideen gebracht, ha?
You know somewhere we could go halves, my man.
Wenn du einen Abnehmer weißt, wir könnten halbe machen.
Ich wüsste da jemanden im neuen Lager, den würde so eine Menge Kraut schon interessieren. Aber wenn dich die Gurus dabei erwischen, machen sie Sumpfhaifutter aus dir. Ich weiß von nichts. Klar?
Okay, who's the buyer?
Okay, wer ist der Abnehmer im neuen Lager?
Ich verrate dir den Namen und du bist mit dem Kraut über alle Berge. So läuft das nicht. Ich will 50 Erz Vorschuss sehen. Dann sehen wir weiter.
Sure, 50 is fair. Here you go.
50 sind fair. Hier, nimm.
Gut, hör zu. Sein Name ist Cypher. Du findest ihn meistens in der Kneipe auf dem See. Sei vorsichtig und lass dich nicht übers Ohr hauen.
Selling the weed to me is much more valuable than actually bringing it to Korkalom, because you get like no reward for it except a few experience points, but the money you can get from selling that stuff is so much more valuable. Okay, in this swamp right here, there are extremely dangerous enemies called swamp sharks. They're like so extremely late endgame enemies, so no matter what I do, they're gonna be able to one-shot me. And that prick made its way straight to me. I'm gonna save. I don't know what they did with the AI of these swamp sharks in the Switch version, but they... First of all, they move way faster than they used to. Like, they've defaulted to their running, like, animation. And they go way out further of their swamps than they usually did. That thing is still chasing me. I'm probably dead here. Because with how much speed these guys are packing now. Yep. With how much speed they're packing right now, it's almost impossible to outrun them. Like, I'm gonna have to run somewhere. Maybe to this Templar, because he might be able to kill that thing. Okay. I mean, I don't want him to kill that thing, because obviously that could also be XP that I'm later in the game want to collect. But it's best this guy kills that, these sharks before they kill me, and I'm not able to do my quests that I'm supposed to do here. So just because of this quest, in my honest opinion, trying to join the sect camp is one of the most difficult things you can try to do. Because you're gonna have to kill all the bloodflies that are in the close vicinity of these swamp weed collectors here. And as you can see, I have 15 weapon protection points, and they still do so much damage against me. We have so many wings, that is so much cash. Like with 100 of these wings, we should be sitting at 1,500 ore. Okay, thankfully I've arrived here during daytime, because if you're here during nighttime, it can be really hard to spot any bloodflies back there in the swamp. Another thing that is really good to do here is collecting my ears. Is collecting lots of these healing herbs here, because they have insane amounts of healing. Like just these basic healing herbs with like 3 leaves give 30 health back. And the more of these orange leaves they have, the better their healing is. But I hate swamp sharks. I never had any issues with swamp sharks, except in the Switch game here. Like, I don't know. I absolutely don't know what they did with to their AI, that they have to zoom around here and also move so far out into the camp. Like, I don't know if that's intentional or not. Oh no, don't come here. Little heads up for Gothic 2, the regular version of Gothic 2 actually doesn't have any swamp shark enemies, but thankfully the Night of the Raven expansion brought them back. And I'm dead again because one of them has spotted me. Go away, please. Leave me alone. Like, most other enemies have, like, at least one animation. I think I started a new game by accident. Like, most other enemies have, like, at least one animation in where they, like, yes, can I skip? Leave me alone, Diego. God dang it.
Danke.
I was on save game, but it defaulted to new game because I was kind of still hanging somewhat in the air. Yeah, as I was saying, most other enemies have like an animation for warning, don't approach me. But with these swamp sharks, it just kind of seems like they only just immediately as they see you, just decide to fully charge at you. Okay. I guess that... No. I guess that cry they do is your first and only chance to escape, and if you don't get some distance between you and them while they do that cry, it's over. Okay, that might even be enough bloodflies to fulfill the quest, which I've not even yet accepted. Like, if I talk to these people and say I'm here to collect their swamp weed, they're not gonna give it up to me without requesting a little favor, which is no favor at all, because they're just gonna blackmail me. You're not gonna get any swamp weed until I'm gonna help them. And they want me to just kill as many bloodflies in their like close vicinity as possible. But since I'm somewhat of a good fighter and also want to kill these bloodflies for their very valuable wings, I'm of course more than willing to help them. But now with these super buffed swamp sharks, this is a way more dangerous quest than it even used to be. Like, I repeat, this quest has already been hell for wanting to join the sect camp, but now with the super buffed swamp sharks, it's just gotten even more difficult. Because as soon as these swamp sharks are aggro on me, I'm done for. Because of their flippin' increased speed. Should I try approaching that island to maybe kill at least that bloodfly? That bloodfly is awfully close to another swamp shark, but that bloodfly seems somewhat isolated. Also, there's a few more good healing herbs here, which I also kind of want to take with me. Also, even though these healing herbs are crazily good, you can kind of soft lock yourself if you use them all up, because for one main story quest you're gonna need some of them. I guess I might have just not thought of that being a possibility, because who in their right mind would go so deep into the swamp with all the swamp shark? Or I don't know if it's been fixed and there's like a fixed respawn for these healing herbs when you get to that point. Okay, I have one swamp shark on my ass right now. Well, he's gonna leave me alone. Like, that one swamp shark is so weird. Just look how far it goes out into the camp. That's like never been the case before. Anyways, I think we should be Gucci. We have crossed the 100 wings, which means we're gonna be swimming in money once I'm gonna be doing some trading. What are you doing here?
Was macht ihr hier?
Wir sammeln das Sumpfkraut, das unsere Brüder dann zu Rauchwaren verarbeiten. Es ist ziemlich gefährlich, im Sumpf zu sammeln, aber das Zeug wächst nun mal nur hier. Ist auch gut so.
Warum?
Weil dann die beiden anderen Lager nicht rankommen. Wir sind die einzigen in der Kolonie, die Sumpfkraut ernten können. In den beiden anderen Lagern können wir es tauschen und wir bestimmen den Preis.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a monopoly.
Bal Orun schickt mich. Ich soll die gesamte Ernte zu Kalom bringen.
So einfach stellst du dir das vor, was? Da kann ja jeder kommen. Bal Orun schickt mich und schwupps weg ist das ganze Kraut.
Go see him and ask him if you don't believe me.
Geh doch zu ihm und frag ihn, wenn du mir nicht glaubst.
Ich habe eine bessere Idee. Du beweist mir deine Loyalität, indem du eine kleine Aufgabe für mich erledigst.
Little job my ass.
Und was soll ich machen?
Ist nur eine Kleinigkeit. Die Arbeit im Sumpf ist nicht ganz ungefährlich und die verdammten Blutfliegen tun ihr Übriges dazu. Ohne sie wäre das Arbeiten viel leichter. Wir verstehen uns?
I don't see any more bloodflies here.
Ich sehe weit und breit keine Blutfliegen mehr.
Weit und breit keins von den Biestern mehr zu sehen. Das war ganze Arbeit. Wer sich so abplagt, ist entweder auf unserer Seite oder ein kompletter Vollidiot. Und ein Idiot wäre zu dumm, um mich aufs Kreuz zu legen, richtig? Hier, nimm die Ernte und bring sie zu Kur Kalom. Falls er meckert, es sei zu wenig, sag ihm, er soll seinen Hintern hier selber hinbewegen. Dann kann er mal sehen, wie viel Arbeit das ist.
I mean, I'm gonna fool this prig alright. But I'm not stupid. I've also made lots of cash by collecting these bloodfly wings. So I'm gonna have the last laugh in the end. We shall see, my friend. Oh no. I heard swamp shark. That is not normal. Absolutely not normal. Okay, now I need to go back to the guru and he's gonna praise me for actually defending the collectors. Because I guess he kinda knew all along that they've been pestered by the bloodflies for ages.
Du hast unsere Sammler verteidigt. Damit hast du nicht nur bewiesen, dass du auf unserer Seite stehst. Du hast dich auch als würdiger Diener des Schläfers erwiesen. Du bist meiner Meinung nach bereit, die Robe eines Novizen zu tragen.
Okay, that would be 1 out of 4 if I'd be interested in joining these guys. There's also another one of the gurus which I can get the approval of. Simply by just doing a little bit of talking, I think. I'm gonna have to talk to Lester here a little bit, but I'm gonna try to... roast my meat first. Okay, just don't button mash, because if I mash too fast, I think he doesn't really have the time to place the meat, and that animation to put it down again is too short then. Like, you have to get a little bit of a good rhythm going there. Dang it. How many do I have right now? 43. Oops. This is kind of the most annoying part whenever I do Gothic 1 reruns. Like, there's so many healing items, but because I go into these killing sprees so early, like the only healing item before I move on to potions for me is mostly meat. Which is actually kind of hilarious. We want to become someone strong, so we're gonna need all that protein. But yeah, just frying all that stuff just takes forever. Would be nice if there would be like a menu where you could just say, I want to fry so and so many sticks of meat. And then have to sit through the animation just once and it's done. Which is what they did in Gothic 3. But I guess they weren't able to implement something like that for these versions here. We have 97, that should be enough for now. Talk to Lester first. Who are you?
Wer bist du?
Ich bin Lester. Ich kümmere mich um die Fremden, die hier ankommen. Gut, dass du nicht Bana Mip angesprochen hast. Kein Fremder darf die Gurus ansprechen.
I want to become a member of the Brotherhood.
Ich will mich der Bruderschaft anschließen.
Kor Kalom entscheidet, ob du bereit bist, in die Bruderschaft einzutreten. Aber er verlässt sich auf den Rat der anderen Gurus. Bana Mip ist eine von ihnen. Du wirst dich erst als würdig erweisen müssen. Dann wird dich einer der Gurus zu Kor Kalom schicken.
How's that supposed to work if none of them will talk to me?
Wie soll das funktionieren, wenn keiner der Gurus mit mir redet?
Es hat vielleicht nicht den Anschein, aber die Gurus beobachten genau, was du hier im Lager tust. Wenn sie der Meinung sind, dass du dich um unsere Gemeinschaft verdient gemacht hast, werden sie dich ansprechen. Hier im Lager werden sich sicher Gelegenheiten bieten, dich als würdig zu erweisen.
But I want to talk to your master.
Ich will aber mit deinem Meister reden.
Vergiss es. Ich bin sicher, ich kann dir bei all deinen Problemen weiterhelfen.
How can I find my way around here?
Wie kann ich mich hier im Lager zurechtfinden?
Ich kann dir die wichtigen Orte zeigen.
Show me the way. Tutors, temple, smithy, alchemy lab. Tutors?
Zu den Lehrern.
Folge mir.
I know I need to lure Lester away and then talk to him about helping me speaking to his master. One second though. What are you doing
Was machst du hier?
Ich verbreite die Lehre des Schläfers an die Novizen. Ich bin selbst noch Novize, aber bald bin ich ein Baal, einer der Gurus. Ich habe sogar schon mit Iberion geredet. Er ist der Auserwählte. Er hat mir gesagt, wenn ich hart an mir arbeite, bin ich bald selbst ein Meister. Aber ich schiebe das so ein bisschen vor mir her. Eilt ja nicht, verstehst du? Meister kann ich ja immer noch werden. Im Moment bin ich ganz zufrieden mit meiner jetzigen Aufgabe.
I'd like to join your camp. Can you help me?
Ich will mich eurem Lager anschließen. Kannst du mir dabei helfen?
Du willst bei uns mitmachen? Das ist gut. Warte mal. Ja, ich glaube, ich kann dir helfen. Ich bin zwar noch kein Guru, aber ich habe einigen Einfluss in der Bruderschaft. Du müsstest mir einen kleinen Gefallen tun. Bist du schon bei Fortuno gewesen?
Yep.
Ja.
Dann hast du bestimmt schon deine tägliche Ration bekommen.
Oh,
wenn du sie mir überlässt, sind wir im Geschäft.
Ich denke drüber nach.
Guess I'll have to come back another time. What's your current task here?
Was ist deine Aufgabe hier?
Ich teste mit den Jungs hier die neuen Substanzen, die Kor Kalom in seinem Alchemielabor entwickelt. Sein Gehilfe bringt alle paar Tage was Neues raus und wir testen es dann. Dieses Kraut öffnet deinen Geist. Wenn du die richtige Menge einnimmst, kannst du in Kontakt mit dem Schläfer treten.
He's saying something about Kor Kalom right there. I have to get the recipe still.
Nein, bis jetzt noch nicht. Wir kriegen auch nie genug von dem Zeug. Kalom will zwar immer von mir wissen, wie die Wirkung war, aber ich habe den Eindruck, meine Meinung interessiert ihn gar nicht so sehr. Wenn ich die Wirkung anregend fand, gibt er das Zeug direkt weiter an die Gurus. Aber bald bin ich ja selber ein Guru. Dann kann ich bis an meine Grenzen gehen und auch die Stimme des Schläfers vernehmen.
You don't look like you're from here.
Hi, du bist nicht aus diesem Lager, oder?
Jetzt schon. Ich bin vor einer Woche aus dem alten Lager abgehauen. Hab meinem Kumpel Dusty gesagt, er soll mitkommen. Aber er wollte lieber noch warten.
Okay, that is important information because now we know that there's a guy in Old Camp named Dusty who might be interested in moving here as well.
Folge mir. Hier unten findest du Baal Kadar. Er unterrichtet die Novizen. Die Leiter rauf, kommst du zum Übungsplatz der Templer. Ich warte hier auf dich. Wenn du trödelst, dann triffst du mich wieder bei Baal Namib, am Eingang des Lagers.
Warte mal.
How can I get your message to talk to me?
Wie bringe ich deinen Meister dazu, mit mir zu reden?
Du musst wissen, was er hören will.
Nämlich?
Pass auf. Wenn wir beide das nächste Mal bei ihm sind, sprichst du mich an. Und wir unterhalten uns ein bisschen. Baal Namib macht sich zurzeit große Sorgen, weil viele Novizen nicht nur zum Schläfer beten, sondern auch noch zu ihren alten Göttern. Du erzählst mir, dass du den alten Göttern abgeschworen hast und jetzt nur noch den Schläfer anrufst. Daraufhin werde ich dich fragen, was dich dazu bewogen hat. Und du sagst, du hattest eine Vision, in der der Schläfer dich zu sich gerufen hat. Das sollte sein Interesse wecken. Denkst du, du kriegst das hin?
Kein Problem.
Okay, then
Zeig mir den Weg.
I'm gonna let you walk back to the main gate while I'm gonna go steal the recipe. Hold on, Fortuna said I can get more if I just pay him.
Ich will mir meine tägliche Ration abholen.
Du hattest deine Tagesration schon. Wenn du mehr willst, komm morgen wieder. Oder kauf was.
Okay, I probably have to buy it from the trade menu. I don't exactly remember what it was though. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for the next day. Okay, I heard that stealing the recipe was at one point somewhat buggy in this version. Let's see what happens now. There we go. Lost a few lockpicks, but that's absolutely okay since we have 3 left. I think this chest is just locked. Be seeing you, Kalam. I'll be taking off with you, Swampweed. Let's see if Lester has already made his way back to the entrance.
Ah, gut, dich wiederzutreffen. Wie ist es dir ergangen?
I have renounced the old gods.
Ich habe den alten Göttern abgeschworen.
Ehrlich? Wie kommst du zu dieser Entscheidung?
Ich hatte eine Vision. Der Schläfer hat zu mir gesprochen.
Was hat er gesagt?
Er sagte, geh in das Lager im Sumpf und schließ dich der Bruderschaft an.
Du bist ein sehr reicher Mann, Fremder. Der Schläfer belohnt nicht viele auf diese Weise.
Der Schläfer hat dich erwählt. Ist es dir wirklich ernst, mit deinem Wunsch uns beizutreten?
Absolutely. It's funny though if I pick say nothing.
Nun. Ja, ich will den Weg des Schläfers beschreiten.
Geh zu Kurkalon. Sag ihm, ich schicke ihm einen wahren Anhänger des Glaubens.
Another 250 free experience for simply doing some talking. We're already swimming in experience and learning points. Like, we have 40 learning points, 2,000 until the next level up, and we're already level 6. Like, it's crazy how many levels you can already do and get before even joining a single camp. Some more healing herbs I'm gonna take along with me. Did I not forget anything in that camp? I think not for now. There are 2 more gurus which I can get the approval of, but for one of them I'm gonna have to bring over Dusty from the old camp, and for one of the others I'm gonna have to do something in new camp. So as you can see, probably right now, acrobatics is really good to have when you start having to move between the camps a lot. I was just about to say, why is that thing still alive? Because there's still that guy with which you are supposed to go to the sect camp. Actually, funny thing I can probably try out now. Why do I not, like, go with Dusty? And we're also gonna take that other guy along. Plate or leaf. Another free picklock, I'll take that, thank you very much. And there's scavengers there, I'm gonna hunt these. There's even more scavenger there. Nice crit run shot. Okay, any other maybe leftover enemies which I can still take out here? There's Wolf. I could check if it's just these 2. Dang it. Wolf, man. Flippin' wolf. Fine, I'll be fine with just taking out this blood fly then. My frames are tanking right now. What is going on? Okay. Before I go back to old camp, I think if I continue down here, there might be still some enemies that I could get some more experience of. Oh, I remember now. If I wholly go through here and then follow these cliffs, there's gonna be more enemies here. There we go. Thank you. Even more enemies. Augers. Meat is on the table, boys. That was a Lord of the Rings reference, if you didn't know that. I think I have enough healing items, as you probably noticed I'm not picking every single thing up anymore. Because that meat and the healing plants I've collected... Anyways, let me collect these. Like, Seraphis is quite okay with healing. And it's 3 at once, so I'm picking these. But yeah, I'm not gonna collect every single thing anymore. Because I think we should be pretty good with having enough healing right now. It's gotten really dark, so jumping around like this might be a little bit dangerous because I never know if I might not jump into the arms of some ferocious beast. These were some weird resets in the music a few seconds ago. I don't know what's causing it, but sometimes the music in this version is so buggy. There's some lizards here. No, mole rats. Right, lizards in the forest. Wouldn't really be quite natural. Okay, some more blood flies over here, which means more money. Also getting pretty close to leveling up again. Freaking blood flies. Oh my jeebers. There's some insane zoomies they're putting on display. Kind of feel a little bit sorry about attacking them before, because they seem to be just staring at the water, minding their own business. Sorry about that. Some more lizards over here, over there we have more snappers. I'm too pleb right now to take on lurkers, so we can... Help! Oh god, there's some kind of stream that's pulling me. Don't alert the snappers. Okay, lots of more lizards here. But it's been our first 3 hours of Gothic, so that it means it's time for me to get going in a bit. But I'm gonna park ourselves in the old camp so we can start with more interesting stuff instead of grinding first thing tomorrow. Doop, doop, doo, doop. Finally, some civilization. Although I gotta say, it's really nice just running around and slaying beasts and everything. Okay, about 600 experience for our next level up, and we're still sitting on 40 learning points. But yes, this has been a Gothic 1 for today. Let me also overwrite my quick save so I'm not gonna accidentally go on that spoilery file anymore. Yeah, like as I was saying, this has been our first 3 hours of Gothic. Can I go back to the main menu? Play intro controller settings. Log game. Okay, no. Then we're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna leave it on this, and we can use this music for the outro. But thanks for visiting. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we're gonna continue this next time. And I really gotta say, Gothic really is just one of my cozy games where I could easily just put in even more hours into it, but sleep at work and errands and stuff, you know the drill. So I'm only just left with about these 3 hours of streaming that I can do. But yeah, again, thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.